This is one of the reasons I'm keeping my Bitcoin long trade of $130,000 open. I will explain you exactly when I bought, why I bought, and what is currently ongoing with Bitcoin. Do we see the price of Bitcoin going lower, or can we see the price of Bitcoin going higher? So let's start this video. I have several topics that I want to talk about. Liquidation heat map, also the exchange liquidation heat map, the price of Bitcoin, also the pattern that I see inside the chart, and of course, what happened after the halving of Bitcoin in the last years. I want to start with this chart, guys. And this chart gives us an overview of the monthly return of Bitcoin each month since the history of Bitcoin. So the complete history is here. And what we see is every time when June was red, July was green. We can see it in 2013. Bitcoin had a drop of 30% and we saw a green July. Same happened in 2018. June was red and July was green. Same happened in 2020, 2021, and also 2022. July was green. So we have a 100% score here. And of course, nothing is guaranteed. But why will be this time different? With the information I'm gonna show you after. Because there is so much more ongoing that I think the Bitcoin price can see way higher. And that is one of the reasons I'm keeping my trade of $130,000 open. Of course, we are still in a little loss, but it is not that much. Why? Because I bought first at 62K. Why I bought here was one of the reasons I will show you. So we saw that the current, like the resistance line was sitting at 62,000. We saw a breakout and I thought when we retest this level, I will buy myself in with the first entry. But the Germans started to sell their Bitcoin and they had around 40,000 Bitcoin and they sold already 20,000 of them, and the price of Bitcoin was decreasing. I thought, okay, no problem. I will keep it open because I still believe Bitcoin can go way higher, because also the spot ETF for Ethereum is around the corner. And I thought, let me buy myself in at the area of the bottom area. Let me show you it here. We can see it very clear. We can see that it was the bottom area at 57,000. I did another bottom buy, exactly pixel perfect, but the Germans didn't stop. We saw a pullback of 63,000, and yeah, what can I say, guys? We saw another pullback. Now we dropped to 53,000, and I did another buy at the bottom here, exactly here. But because of the first buy of 62, we are still almost break even, but I keep my trade open. Why? Because I still believe we can see higher. And so where will I take my first profits? I will take my first profits around 63,500 at this resistance line. And why do I think that is? Let me show you guys. We see currently that Bitcoin is currently in the consolidation phase. We can see that it is making lower highs and higher lows. So there will be a Bitcoin move that is probably upside, but there is also a possibility to the downside. But I think to the upside if we break this resistance line. And of course, if we break the 58,000, we can see Bitcoin's next target to 63,500. And this is the moment I will start taking some profits out of this long trade. And of course, I will not sell everything. I will keep my trade open. Why? Because I also think there is a lot of liquidity at 72,000 to take the final profits of this trade. And why do I think that is? This is the liquidation heat map. And the liquidation heat map, you can see, is a map that shows us where the liquidations are for future tradings. And this is very important. Why? Because the whales of the market want to enter the market at positions where a lot of people get liquidated, because they can enter the market with hundreds of millions or billions of dollars at this moment. And currently we can see that all the liquidity is laying at 72,000. And this gives me a reason that they probably bring the price up, get them liquidated, enter the market, and then we can maybe see a pullback. But it makes me that bearish? No, not at all. Like, look at this here, guys. We can see at the price of 64,700, we see already $7.2 billion of liquidations. And when we see to 48,000, we can only see 13 million in liquidation. So everybody right now is shorting the market. And I'm not sure, but do you know what happens when the majority of the people think something? they are always wrong. The majority of the people is wrong because not everybody can make profits. One of the important reasons that you need to be sharp and think about, hey, everybody is greedy right now. I need to be fearful. So I will sell my positions when everybody is greedy. And when the market is very fearful, we will buy more Bitcoin. And that is exactly what I did. Because when you look at the Bitcoin chart, nobody thought at this moment at 54,000 that Bitcoin was going higher. So that's the reason I am buying. At 57, at the bottom area, everybody was also already bearish. And that is what I'm doing. I'm buying when others are fearful, guys. So this is about the liquidations, and that we can see probably a price of 72,000 soon, because of all the hype ongoing and the catalyst of Bitcoin and Ethereum, of course. But yeah, we still have the Germans selling some Bitcoin today, again, a specific amount of Bitcoins, but the market is eating them up. Like every time when they transfer the Bitcoins, people start selling in panic, but everybody is buying them up. And that makes me so bullish. This is a chart that gives us an overview of what happened after the halving of Bitcoin. And we can see that the blue line is the first time the era 1. Era 4 is the red line, and that is the current season of Bitcoin. And we can see this middle line is the halving line. So how many days after the halving, what did Bitcoin do? And we can see that every time after the halving, we saw a pullback around here. No, sorry, we saw an uptrend, but not that much as you expected of a bull run. Most of the time, when we look at the green line here, we can see it started 120 days after the halving. Same for orange, it was more of a straight line, so era 2 was more of earlier and also more parabolic, but that was also a moment that less people were inside the market. Same for the blue one, era 1. It's going earlier, more parabolic because less people are inside the market. And I think we should look at the green one, and at the green one we can still see that nothing happened that fast after the halving. So this makes me almost more bullish that we need to have some patience in the market. Everybody wants to have fast profits, but that is not the reality anymore. So let's keep an eye on this chart. Of course, if we see the red line going more downwards below the green one, of course, and we can see no hype anymore, that is the moment I will think, hey, I should worry. But I'm worrying it right now at all? No, not at all. Not at all. So another one to talk about inside the Bitcoin information, and also about the futures, and also the funding rates. Funding rates are so important in crypto. And as you can see, this chart displays the funding rates of Bitcoin and the amount of funding rates. And as you can see how high the Bitcoin price is, how high the interest rates are. And when the interest rates are very high, like here, 0.13, this is a moment that you need to worry, because it needs to be reset to a lower one. And this means that when the interest rates are higher, more people are longing, more people are in profit, more people become greedy. And when more people are having profits, this will result in someone taking profits. So how higher the interest rates, how more I'm worried to take some profits. And currently, when I zoom in, we see that the interest rates are super low. Why? Because most of the people are currently shorting the market. Another nice one to talk about as the last part of this video is the MVRV Z-score. And this displays a very nice information. Every time when the orange line was at the red box, or almost in the red box, this gives us the top of the market. You can see it here, you can see it here, you can see it here, and every time when it was there, it's the top of the market. Same here, the bottom area is the green area when the orange line is there, and we are currently only halfway, guys. We are halfway. Same for the Pew multiplier. We can see that every time in the green box, it's the moment that you want to buy. And when we are, how lower we are, how more you want to buy. And we saw exactly the same pattern in 2019. We can see that the price was going up and then it was falling down. It was coming back in the green area. And now again, we see that the orange line is at the bottom area. Not in the green area, of course, but it is low. And this gives us more room for growth. And that's what we want to see. So guys, if you're still watching and you're still at the end of this video, I want to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We make a lot of videos on the channel. Almost every day we post a video or multiple videos about the market updates, meme coins, hidden gems, and of course buy alerts. So if you want to stay up to date and follow the calls, like and subscribe, guys. I see you in the next video. Bye bye.